Good evening, Freedom fans. Tonight's Freedom Face-Off is going to be with the first championship title fight of Freedom 13 between Christian Rodriguez from California versus Leandro Martinez from Arizona. Without further ado, let's invite both fighters in. Christian, you are invited. Leandro, you are invited. Hey, how are you,
Hello.
Christian?
Good. How about you?
Good, good. You in training still?
Yeah, I just got done training a little bit.
Okay, we were waiting for your opponent to join the live with us.
Yeah.
Did we stop you from training?
No.
Okay, good, good. That's good to know. Started. Right here one more time. Okay, Leandro, please get into the live. Let's just talk about what's happening this Saturday. This is going to be your first time coming to New York.
Yes.
First time fighting on the East Coast.
Yep.
Awesome. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Good. You have 26 fights, but you only started 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's crazy. How did you get so many fights in 3 years?
Um, we just fought everyone. We never said no to no fight.
I'm happy
Yeah.
you have a bright future doing that, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so without further ado, let's introduce both fighters. Christian Rodriguez, you first. Please tell us your name, your age, and the gym, city, state you represent.
My name is Christian Rodriguez. I'm 16 years old, and I'm training at Pure Heart Muay Thai in El Cajon, California.
Tell us the name of your coach.
My coach is James Gregory.
What's up, crew? How are you, brother?
What's going on, brother? So, 16 years old. You trained 3 years ago. You trained at
Yeah.
Pure Heart Muay Thai.
Yep.
Leandro, same thing for you. Tell us your name, your age, gym, city, and state.
My name's Leandro Martinez. I'm 17 years old, and I fight out of Flagstaff, Arizona.
Tell us the name of your coach.
My coach is my father.
Okay. Your voice goes in and out, Leandro.
My coach is my father, Michael Martinez.
Okay. Some of you guys you might be next to somebody that has the speaker on of the live. Please don't be next to them. Christian, this question is for you first.
Yeah.
You fought Leandro just 6 months ago. So this is, for those that don't know, Christian versus Leandro part 2. 6 months ago, you fought Leandro. You walked away with a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Coming into this fight, does that mean anything to you?
Yeah. It definitely makes me confident coming into this fight, but we're not taking him lightly at all.
Smart decision.
Yeah.
Leandro, you fought Christian a few months ago. What is your mindset coming into this part 2?
My mindset is good. That was my first fight in 6 years since being back from IFMA after winning silver medal. That was 6 year layoff. We took that fight, and I was just getting back into getting my touches back. I fought a few months back after that, and totally different story.
Leandro, why do you feel like you're going to have such a big difference when it was just a few months ago?
I'm just getting back into finding my range, my power, my style. I've also I've also fought somebody that Christian just fought. He's fought him actually. Um, him 5 rounds. Just You know, I'm just getting back into my thing, Rami. You already know.
I gotta say, I saw your last fight.
Yeah, you were there.
It
You
looked
see,
it looked like you never left.
yeah,
So was there a big difference between that fight and your first fight back with
yeah.
Christian? There was a.
Wait, would you
I said, was there a big difference between your fight with Victor and your first fight with Christian? Was there a difference?
just starting
You're breaking up.
the the training camp starting from the beginning to the end was different. Starting from when I stepped into the ring, like I was more comfortable. I felt like my knowledge was already more. I was a little more boosted than my first fight. Everything just felt more. I was just more comfortable in my second fight.
Christian, um, what do you take from your first fight with Leandro? What is the most important thing that you take from your first fight with him?
Um, he does a lot of the same stuff. So me and my coach, like we've been working stuff on the pads.
What would you say was something that you have to fix? Something that you had to fix from that first fight?
I think this time, the second fight, we'll probably do like kind of the same stuff, but we're gonna change a little bit, some of the stuff up.
Like what was something that you saw from your first fight with him that you think you need to fix for your second time with him?
Um, I'm not sure.
Not sure. Not a
Yeah.
problem. Leandro, are you with us?
Yeah,
Leandro, you've had a lot of fights, 70 fights. 70 fights. That's more fights than some professional fighters in the USA have
hmm
all together in their career.
yeah.
Does that mean anything to you?
mm you know, since my layoff, I I like to picture that I'm one and since I've won. You hear me?
Hold your phone. When you hold your phone, I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yeah, you go.
So after my 6 year layoff, I like to like not really my records 1-1, but I like to say my records 1-1, just for like my mind, you know, just I don't have 70 fights no more, you know.
Good for you. Good for you. Wait. That's very smart of you. That's very smart of you. You are fighting. I believe this is your first time in the East Coast fighting in New York as well, right, Leo?
Yeah,
How excited are you about that?
I'm very excited. I've always wanted to come to New York and to fight for your show, and that belt sitting on your shoulder right there, Rami, means a lot.
Thank you. I'm glad that it does. It's for you guys. So you've won many fights. Which fight would you say was the biggest victory for you?
I'd say I'd say definitely the IFMA games and my last fight with Victor. It was very tough fight, tough opponent. Um, got a belt. You know, it was good.
IFMA is definitely the biggest of them.
Yeah,
I totally would second that as well.
yeah.
Christian, same question for you. You've won
Yeah.
a lot of fights. Which is the biggest victory for you in your career?
Probably the WBC Thailand Cup that won in February this year. Yeah, that meant a lot to me.
Which Now the same question for both of you. Christian first. Which was your toughest loss to take?
Um, I say my fight with Victor. Yeah, the first
Why,
one.
why was it a tough loss for you?
What was that?
Why why do you consider it the toughest loss for you?
Um, because before that fight, I was winning a lot. I was winning like most of my fights, and then like that was really like my first loss that I took against him.
Same question for you, Leandro. What would you say is your toughest loss?
I say mentally, I'd say my first fight back in with Christian, I took that as my toughest loss, and I came back and I trained hard in the gym, and 2 months later, the outcome was I got a victory.
We have a question, by the way, to everybody tuning in. If you have any questions that you want to say, you want to ask to Christian or ask Leandro, feel free to comment. If you want to be in a live with either one of them, you can also request to be in a live. We already have a question for you, Leandro. The question is, does Leandro have a plan on how he's going to fight Christian?
We do have a plan. I have me and my coach. We have a well put together plan, but we're not. I don't speak on that.
What
We'll
type
show
of
we'll show that, May.
style
We'll
fighter do
show
you
that
think
on
you are?
Saturday. You'll see it.
We'll say that again.
I said you'll see the game plan show out on Saturday.
Looking forward to it. What type of style fighter do you consider yourself, Leandro?
Mm, I'm just groovy, you know. I go with the flow. I don't know. I'm with my third fight in, Rami. I'm still figuring it out, also. But
You're definitely you're young, man. You're young in the game. As many fights as you do, you're still growing, and that's a scary thing. That's a good thing and a scary thing. Same question for you, Christian. What type of style fighter would you say you are?
Um, I think more like technical fighter.
We have another question. This is from Anthony. Anthony asked, and it's going to be for both of you. Leandro, you first. For both of you, if you guys come out with a victory, would you want to defend your title in New York or in another part of the world, or possible your home city?
who's going first?
Leandro, you first.
Um, I like defending in my home city. I mean, I haven't defended the title in Arizona in a while, but I like fighting all over the place. After this fight, world title
Where
would
would you
be
say
great,
you'd
Rami.
like to defend it? Let's say you won. Where would you like to defend it?
Win
Where?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Same question for you, Christian. If you win this belt, where would you like to defend it?
I'll defend it anywhere. Doesn't matter.
I like both of your answers. We have another question. This question is, Leandro, you first. Which of you think have the most pressure coming into this fight? So, Leandro, do you think you have the pressures on your side, being that you got to come back and get the W?
Mm, I wouldn't really say there's pressure, but I mean, yeah, people might be thinking Christian's gonna, win again or whatever, but yeah, if that's what they want to say, the pressure's on my side, then yeah.
Christian, do
Yeah.
you have any pressure being that you already won the first time you guys face each other? Is there any pressure that you got to like prove yourself?
No, no. There's no pressure. I'm coming in calm.
So this is not any pressure to you.
No.
Now, young gentlemen, young stars, I want to tell you, Leandro and Christian, and everybody watching the live right now. The reason for Freedom Face Off is to promote the fighters to the world, to the Muay Thai world. Leandro, what would you say is the if you had to say something that's special about you? What would you say the most special thing about you that you want people to remember you for?
That that I'm just getting started, and 2 years from now, everybody will remember my name, and I'll be doing big things.
Same question for you, Christian.
I'm sorry. What was the question again?
If you had so like the reason for Freedom Face Off is for the Muay Thai world to know you guys. So what would you say the most special thing about you, Christian?
Um, Same thing as Leandro. I'm just getting started.
You guys definitely are, man. And the future is bright. So we have another question. Leandro first. Do you have any advice for fighters that are just starting out? What would you give them as advice?
Trust your coaches, trust your camps, um, commit to your camps. Just want to train every day, want to be there every day. Um, make sure that your technique's on point before you go and hop in a fight. You wanna definitely trust your coach and know what gym you're at and who's gonna be in your corner. And if your coach is selecting you the right fights or whatnot, you just wanna have trust around everybody. Once you have full confidence, you want to
So
trust
you
your
say
teammates, you want to
your
trust
advice to
everybody
them is
around
to
you.
so your advice to them is to trust their coach and to know what type of team they have and to trust that team and to do what they say.
Yeah, just trust the process.
Very good advice. Christian, what's going on, Jake? Um, you need a commentator. I got you, brother. We'll talk later. Christian, um, same thing. What would you say? What would you give as advice to anybody starting out?
I'll say find a good coach that really cares about you and stay consistent, stay in the gym. Yeah, you gotta like the sport too.
Um, this is a question from Anthony. This question is for Christian, and I want to know if you losing weight ever motivates you before you fight.
Yeah, it definitely motivates me because it just shows that you gotta work hard. Like I worked hard to get to where I'm at.
Definitely, that's definitely you could use that as motivation. Leandro, you've had a lot of fights, but yet you're still young. But I believe that you've faced some struggles. What would you say if you want to share it? What would you say your toughest struggle, like in life? Doesn't have to be in fighting. It could be in life. What would you say your toughest struggle has been?
When when we got back from IFMA, and after I made history and won the silver medal, we got back and we trained for years, 2 years every day, looking for fights, training as hard as I could. As a little kid, like I was in 5th grade, and I put everything into Muay Thai, and there was no fights. But then that's when my 6 year layoff happened. We couldn't find no fights, and it had like an impact in me. And then my dad shut down his last gym and everything with that last happening.
Things are better now.
What happened?
Things are better now.
Things are a lot better. We have a nice team back in Flagstaff. We have a nice gym. We're fighting a lot now, fighting for the best people in Muay Thai now, and it's good.
That's great, man. Christian, same question for you. I know you're young, but you've had a lot of fighting experience. But this question, it doesn't necessarily mean just in the ring. What would you say your toughest struggle, challenge has been, whether it be in the ring or in life?
I think the biggest struggle was coming off the knockout loss early on in my career. Yeah, it was hard to come back from that.
How did you come back from that?
My coach talked with me, and we made a mistake in that fight, and we fixed up all those mistakes.
Very good. This is another question. Uh, this question is for Leandro. Do you believe that the reason you beat Victor and not Christian was the different styles of you just got a better, or basically you just got a better camp?
I think it was the whole difference in my camp, and the factor that I was more motivated my whole camp, and I was pushed by my loss by Christian. I was motivated to get more into the gym, extend my camp, extend my days to stay in the gym longer, and I believe it was my camp that helped me out win that fight.
This question is a little bit different. So, a lot of people your age, Leandro, Christian, a lot of you guys, a lot of your friends most likely live a different lifestyle. Do you agree?
Yeah.
How, why, why, why do you pick to choose this lifestyle as a fighter? Because you know, both of you now are really experienced, and you know that that you can't slack. You can't live like the regular 16, 17-year-old teenager. You gotta be more determined, and you gotta sacrifice. Why do you, Leandro? You first live this lifestyle as a fighter.
A big thing was seeing my older brother sacrifice a lot of stuff when he was younger. He sacrificed a lot of stuff, and um, he took a nice layoff too, and he made a nice comeback. And he's still sacrificing a lot of stuff, and the amount of stuff he puts into it, and now he's fighting for his first professional title. It shows what sacrificing a lot of stuff can do.
Christian, you same thing. Why do you choose to sacrifice living like a regular teenager your age, having fun, enjoying yourself? Instead, you choose this lifestyle. Why do you do that?
I really love it. I love Muay Thai, and then yeah, is all I know. Muay Thai.
What would you say something that could hurt you that if you choose to do as the regular 17, 16-year-old will hurt you as a fighter? Leandro, you first.
Say that again.
What would you say something that most 16, 17-year-olds do that you have to try to stay away from so it doesn't affect you as a fighter?
Just not being committed, and all the peer pressure other high schoolers go through and stuff is a lot of people go through stuff during high school and stuff.
Christian, you same question. Basically, what would you say is something that you got to stay away from that most 16, 17-year-olds do to make sure that it doesn't affect you as a fighter?
Um, I gotta stay committed to training. Don't go out partying and smoking and stuff. Don't do drugs. You stay committed and train
A
every
lot of
day.
people your age, do they do those things?
Yeah.
Is it hard for you to stay away from that lifestyle?
Um, no, it's pretty easy. I just stay away from all of that. Stay in the gym.
That's good. Good for you, man. Look, this Saturday, you guys are in the biggest fight of your career. You're fighting away from home. In a way, that's actually less pressure. But this is going to be the biggest fight of your career and on the biggest stage. Leandro, you first. What does it mean? What would it mean for you to walk away as the official freedom champion of the United States of America?
I feel like it'd mean a lot to me. Here in the U.S., I feel like really the only 110, 115 pounder fighters are me, Christian, and Victor, and we've all three already fought each other, and all we're doing is fighting each other over and over. But with you promoting us two, and with everywhere you take freedom, you can find us fights all over the country, and if we win the title, I know you're gonna promote us in different countries, and we're gonna have more big fights coming up.
I guarantee you, Leandro, no matter what happens, you have my support. You're not gonna have trouble finding fights here. Christian, same question for you. What would it mean for you to go back to Cali as the official USA Freedom Champion?
It's gonna mean a lot to me. I think it's gonna bring more opportunities for me in the future, more fights internationally, and I'm excited to fight on the big stage.
Ready or not, it's happening for both of you. What
Yeah.
would you say is going to happen? How is this fight going to play out? Leandro first. How do you see this fight playing out?
I think the fight's gonna be a real good fight. I think it's gonna be nice and technical. Christian has real good technique. I have real good technique, You know, it's gonna be like a Thai fight.
Thai style
Yeah.
fight. Christian, what would you say is the is how this fight gonna turn out this Saturday?
Um, I think yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. I know he wants it bad, and I want it too. So we're both gonna fight our heart outs out there. It's gonna be a good fight.
Leandro, this question is for you. You're fighting on such a big card in such a big rematch fight, but even more, you got a few of your teammates fighting and your big brother fighting
hmm
for his first professional title. What type of feeling did that bring to you?
If it feels like we're like I'm glad I'm not going to New York by myself with just me and my coach. It feels like we're taking an army down with us. You know, we're coming ready.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Christian, are you gonna do anything different this time around?
No, we're just gonna go in there, do what I do best, and get my hand ready.
Last question, Leandro. Why? Obviously, you feel like you're gonna win, both of you, right? But Leandro, why are you gonna come out with your hands up?
Uh, I've been I've been doing this a really long time, Rami, and this is what everything's worked up to right here. This is what me, my dad, and my brother. This is what we've been training for over 10 years right here, and with all the hard work that we've been putting in, that's the only outcome is to get my hand raised.
Christian, this Saturday, Christian versus Leandro Part Two. Why are you leaving as the USA Freedom Champion?
Um, I think I'm gonna win because I've been training hard every single day for 3 years, and yeah, I've been training hard.
Leandro, what is the final words that you would like to say to your family and friends?
I wanna thank my gym, my coach, and everybody that supports me for having my back. And New York and Freedom, we're coming.
Christian, what would you like to say to your family and friends?
I wanna thank my family and friends and my team for pushing me through this training camp.
Most importantly, make sure you guys thank your trainers and your coaches. This
Yep.
Saturday, to everybody all around the world watching this live, this Saturday, the youngest fighters, on the card, the youngest fighting in the first championship fight of the night, Leandro Martinez from Arizona, Christian Rodriguez from California. They're coming all the way to New York to prove all of USA Muay Thai who is the best 115-pound fighter in the country. If if you guys don't support the youth, our future of the sport doesn't get better. This is what freedom is built on. Supporting, the female fights, supporting the youth fights, supporting talent like Christian and Leandro, no matter where they are. This fight doesn't make sense for promotion to do because they're both outsiders. They're not going to be bringing ticket sales. But what it is going to do, it's going to help the sport. This is why Freedom is making this fight. They both are two of the best fighters in the country. And this Saturday, we are making Christian versus Leandro Part 2 to show everybody who is the USA champion. Do your best to support both of these guys no matter what happens. They are the future. We have to continue supporting them. If you can make it there in person, make sure you get your tickets. If you can't, get the live pay-per-view on FCLTV.com. Christian Rodriguez, Leandro Martinez. Make sure you remember their names. Freedom is coming. Thank you, guys.
We'll see you later,
Thank you.
Ronnie.